Hi guys, and welcome to a new episode of A Dog Soul. Have you ever experienced that your dog is escalating on leash, turns around and bites you? Then you're dealing with redirected aggression. And that's what we're talking about today. I'm Anita, I'm a professional dog trainer, and I help you build a trusting relationship with your dog to overcome fear and reactivity. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share the episode. And for now, stay tuned and have fun. Alright, so redirected aggression is something that happens when a dog is very uncomfortable in a situation and he is already at a very, very high excitement level. And you can see that when a dog, for example, is biting, lunging, growling, snarling, whatever, on leash towards another dog or towards a human being or towards whatever. Or very often this also happens in a fenced-in yard where the dog is trying to make somebody outside of the door go away. So the dog is originally not addressing you with his aggression, but since you're there, and it can also be another person, it can be another dog, can be another animal, the dog is kind of looking for an outlet. So he has to bite something. He feels like he has to bite something because he's so into this and there is nothing there. So he takes the first thing he can get his teeth into. And that might be another animal or it might be you. So this is nothing that has to do with a bad dog or a bad relationship or anything like that. It has nothing to do with dominance or leadership or whatever. It's just a sign of frustration. Your dog is frustrated, he can't get to his target, and the target is not listening to him, because if he just starts with one little bark and the target goes away immediately, he would not get into such a high arousal state. So what does this tell us? We have to keep our dogs out of such high arousal levels. So when we realize that our dogs are not capable of dealing with a certain situation, we should either help them when we find us in such a situation or avoid the situation. That doesn't mean that you will never be able to walk by another dog. It just means that for now, your dog cannot handle this distance. You need more distance for now. And of course, with training, you can shorten the distance and get closer and ultimately pass by the other dog. And that's the same thing for the fence. The difference is you cannot have unlimited space because, of course, the fenced-in yard has a specific space available. And if your dog is falling into those situations and you're not yet sure how to avoid them, it would be the first thing to start muscle training. Because yes, with the wire muscle, your dog can still hurt you when he turns around to bite, but he cannot hurt you as bad. And you can learn to trust your dog again. That if something happens, you're safe. Because what this does is it destroys your trust in your dog. Of course, your dog doesn't necessarily realize that he's biting you because he's just in a no-thinking state. It's different if your dog is directing you with aggression on purpose, because then he is telling you something. But in those situations where your dog redirects, he's actually telling somebody else something and you're just at the wrong place at the wrong time. So that's different. It doesn't affect the necessity of protection. Because even if your dog still trusts you a lot and your dog is very tightly bonded to you and you have a perfectly fine relationship, first, your dog does experience that you are not helping him in these situations. And second, your trust will be diminished by those situations. And that's totally fine. Of course, you will start to be unsure around your dog, especially in those situations. That's why it's so important to get you to a level where you can trust your dog again and where you have fun together again. And if you need help with that, let me know. Click the link in the description and we'll see how I can help you best. And if you have any questions, of course, let me know. Write me an email and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the thumbs up. I wish you an amazing time with your dog with no redirected aggression or perfect management. Until then, bye.